UFO footage with Holy Grail of evidence shot over Area 51, soon to be released, filmmaker claims. There is the most spectacular UFO footage shot near Area 51, which filmmaker James Fox believes might be the Holy Grail of evidence, quote unquote, in the mystery of UFO UAP phenomena. And in his recent interview with famous podcaster Joe Rogan, Mr. Fox revealed he had seen the video of a real UFO hovering over a car in the desert. The video showed the inside of the car with the two men freaking out as a disc-shaped craft flew over their vehicle, illuminating the inside of the car with an eerie light. Mr. Fox, who specializes in UFO documentaries, tells a story of a UFO video that was shown to him by Chuck Clark, a former military personnel and amateur astronomer who lived near Area 51. The event occurred in the early 1990s when Bob Lazar's story was all over the media and people were flocking to the area to see what was going on. Fox said that Clark had seen something strange at Area 51 and was helping him with his documentary UFOs 50 Years of Denial. When he invited Fox to see a VHS tape that he claimed would make his jaw hit the ground, Fox drove 16 hours to Clark's double-wide trailer near Rachel, Nevada, where they sat down to watch the video. The video showed two people filming out of the window of their car as they were driving to Area 51. They were goofing around, posing for photos next to the little alien inn, and listening to music until the car suddenly stopped. The camera was left on and the men's voices could be heard arguing about something as they seemed to be trying to crawl under their seats. Suddenly one of them yelled, "It's over the top of us, get down, get down." According to Mr. Fox, a yellow-orange light was what was captured on the VHS tape, and the UFO sitting near Area 51 was unlike any other light he had seen before. The light source was positioned directly above the car and was shining down on it, lighting up the interior of the vehicle in an eerie and unusual way. The object was emitting a very intense and bright yellow-orange hue. Mr. Fox said it was not like the light from a regular spotlight or helicopter, as the light source was not visible. Instead, it was only the effects of the light that were visible in the form of moving and shifting shadows inside the car. Quote, "The shadows inside the car, you couldn't see the light. You could only see the effects of the light. The shadows on the inside of the car were eerily moving around like the source of the light was on a pendulum. So all the shadows, I'd never seen anything like it, on the inside of the car were moving around very fluid, super smooth and fluid. It was no abrupt stop or back, and it was all fluid," he said. Chuck Clark, a military watchdog, revealed in June 2003 that the government had buried sensors on public land. Clark had discovered the sensors using his own detectors and sensors, but he was already well known to the security forces guarding the base. Clark had been shadowed by the camo dudes and picked up by cameras and other sensors. He had spent years exploring the outer edges of the secret base, taking photos from faraway vantage points and compiling information from public sources. He had also written a visitor's guide to the base. Clark's legal troubles began when he exposed the existence of hidden spy gear on public land. The base had been the testing ground for the most sensitive military technology of the past 67 years. The way the light was described by Fox suggests that it was not something that could be easily explained by conventional means. It is possible that the light was emitted from some kind of advanced technology which is not yet known to the general public. However, without further evidence or analysis, the true nature of the yellow-orange light remains a mystery. On Impulsive with Logan Paul, Mr. Fox told about this footage to Logan Paul. He expressed interest in seeing the footage and eventually went to Chuck Clark's house in the middle of the desert with a team and $100,000 in cash to try buying the footage. However, Chuck Clark refused to sell it, and Logan ended up filming the footage with a hidden camera. According to UFO enthusiast Joe Murguia, Ross, known as UFO Watchdog on Twitter, contacted Clark in 2020, and Clark agreed to let Ross watch the tape. Ross also informed James Fox that he was going to watch the video, and Fox told him that Logan Paul was interested in purchasing it. Ross met Logan in a small town, and Logan said he wanted to buy the footage as an investment. Ross agreed that he would obtain the tape and have it analyzed before its release, and Logan agreed to the terms. According to Ross, the UFO footage was filmed right after dusk in 1994. The two witnesses in the vehicle were clearly frightened. They both huddled down in the car. One of them exited the car while the second one pleaded for him not to. The name Bob or Robert was heard on the tape. The witnesses were clearly frightened. There was an orange-colored light illuminating the interior of the vehicle, which was somewhat cluttered. It appeared the two witnesses were on a road trip. There are daylight video clips showing the Nevada desert. The object filmed appeared to be 50 feet to 100 feet above the car, and it was clearly structured. Ross said the copy he viewed had 3 clips on it and was approximately 3 minutes and 30 seconds in length. The two witnesses were reported to be afraid. They had filmed a classified military craft and had a friend make a copy in a professional editing studio. Logan watched the tape with Ross, and he brought $200,000 cash to purchase it, but Clark refused to take any money. Ross wanted to analyze the tape and find out the identities of the people on it, so he asked Clark what he would do if a ton of money was offered. Clark said he would refuse it. Ross eventually obtained the name of the person who gave Clark the tape, but that person had passed away from cancer a few months prior to Ross contacting him. Ross found out later that Logan secretly recorded the footage with a hidden camera. Ross was upset that he had been invited into Clark's home and did not know that Logan had secretly recorded the tape. Ross contacted Clark to apologize and explain the situation. Clark was understanding, and Ross's relationship with him is still good. Clark still has the tape and hinted that he may release it. This is on Collective Spark by Vicky Vermeshausen Wise. Please leave your comments. Thank you for your support. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.